2022 Liverpool playing Real Madrid into the final in there for you. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of RD. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash that subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. I go by the names of Rokani David onto this channel, and it's the Champions League final, and you know what it means. Mohamed Salah really said when they really went through after beating a side which goes by the names of, was it Villarreal? Yeah, Villarreal, and said because it was Liverpool that really went through fast, and they had to face a side which goes by names of the winner between Man City and Real Madrid, and he said, we want Real Madrid. We have a result to say to. Why did he say this? Reason is simple. In the Champions League final, I think it was of 2017, when Mohamed Salah was one of those people that was on the edge of really winning this. Guess what happened to him? Sergio Ramos, by then the captain of Real Madrid, got hold of his hand and really turned and rolled it and up onto the ground, and Mohamed Salah went out, and that is what happened, and that's what really led to the loss that Liverpool really went through to face when they're playing a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid, because by the time Liverpool never had very many class players. I really believe that the only player they had who could really change things around was Sadio Mane and Firmino, and they really had a thin squad. Not as now, if at all Mohamed Salah gets an injury, you know that you have Diego Jota and Luis Diaz. But last time they only had Mohamed Salah. It was the only burning candle they had, and guess who really blew it and it went off and Liverpool was in darkness? It was Sergio Ramos, and that's why Mohamed Salah came out and said we have a result to really come in here and say it all in there for you. So the lineups are already out and we are really going to react to them, but before we bring you the reaction to our lineups in there, allow me bring you how everything is standing in there for Liverpool. Liverpool have Alisson in goal. They are playing with a 4-3-3 system. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, that is the back four. Henderson, Fabinho, Alcantara, Thiago back, and very much surprised to see him into this starting lineup of Liverpool, because I thought he was not going to come in through, but he has really passed the late fitness test. Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah and Luis Diaz are the three forwards leading that line for a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. So that is the starting lineup of Liverpool, and I will believe that it's really going to come in here and do some good work against a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. Now, without further ado, let me bring you the starting lineup of a side which goes by names of Real Madrid, as it has been given to us in here by Google in there for you. When you look at Real Madrid, they are having Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, and Mendy. That's the back four of a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. Then Modric, Casemiro, Toni Kroos are the three people in the midfield, with Valverde, Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema leading the line for a side which goes by all right, we are back, I think. We are back. We are back. My swimming software really had an issue in here, and I really felt like, oh, why is it doing it right now? That was my big reason, but thank God it's back. But that is the starting lineup of Real Madrid in there for you. Karim Benzema leading the line, and you know he's the top scorer I think he's the top scorer for the Champions League. He surpassed Hala really had 12 goals, and I will believe that now Karim Benzema has 14 goals in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, in there for you. So that is Liverpool for you and Real Madrid, and let's go to the breakdown of these teams. When you look at the starting lineup of Liverpool, they've brought their A team. And when you look at the bench, I have not shown you the substitutes, I'm sorry. You guys need to know who is on bench before we really break it down, because substitutions are really going to be very much pivotal into this game of football. James Milner, Naby Keita, Firmino, Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Taku Minamino, Diego Jota, Smiskas, Matip, Carla, and Harvey Elliott. When you look at Liverpool, their bench is really so much good, and that of Real Madrid has Nacho, Eden Hazard, Marco Asensio, Marco Varela, Andy Lonin, Lucas Vasquez, Gareth Bale, Dani Ceballos, Rodrigo Isco, Mariano Diaz, and Eduardo Camavinga. This is the kind of game where you really go in and ask yourself, who is really going to come in and cancel out the other? Because when you look at Carlo Ancelotti, he has been at the scene of coaching football for a very long time. We've seen him win trophies on all the top 5 continent leagues in there. He won it AC Milan, he won it in Italy, he won it in the Premier League, he won it in Spain, and he won it in La Liga. All the top 5, he really won a trophy. And he's really great there for you. But when you look at Jurgen Klopp, he is a manager who really got Ralf Rangnick's pressing or Gengen pressing and added it with a tiki-taka. And it helps him to control the game of football with his kind of players that he has. And when you look at Ancelotti, he has seen it. He is a man who has lived all generations. I will remember way back in 2000, knowing Ancelotti way back at AC Milan. He led that AC Milan to a lot of triumph. And the good thing he has, that really helped him to know how to handle stars. That's why I really believe that he can be at Madrid for very many years because he has handled all types of stars. People will say he was at Madrid and was sacked. No, he was sacked because of the pressure that was at Madrid. But now, Real Madrid really believe that they are in a rebuild and they really need a manager like him to get the job done. And in his first season of return at Real Madrid, winning the league and putting Real Madrid into the Champions League final is enough for him. And I will believe that if at all his squad is reinforced enough, he can come in and really compete for the Champions League again. I really believe that this Real Madrid team has signs of the other Real Madrid that won the Champions League 3 times with Zinedine Zidane. I really believe that Ancelotti, if at all he backs up his squad well, he can go in and compete for the Champions League again, year in, year out. Because the only player I think they are going to miss and not replace is Luka Modric. He's really a very good player. And talking about Luka Modric, you talk about that midfield battle between Casemiro, Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, and that of Liverpool with Fabinho, Henderson and Alcantara. Who is going to cancel out one another? I really thought that Naby Keita would have started this game, but I don't know why he started on the bench. The manager really knows better, but I will believe that he needed to start this game because he is really going to give you a lot. But when you look at how the manager has really brought in Henderson and Fabinho to start into that midfield 3, that means one of those is going to be eyeing Luka Modric, because in that midfield of a side which goes by Real Madrid, the most hard player, or the player to watch is Luka Modric. People are so much looking at Benzema and Vinicius Jr., but guess who releases them? Who dedicates the play? Who really puts this game in control of a side which goes by the names of Liverpool? It's none other than a man who goes by the names of Luka Modric. Luka Modric is the guy, he's the real lad doing all the magic in that midfield, and I really believe that's the reason as to why the manager who goes by the names of Jurgen Klopp has really come out and said, oh, I'm supposed to put in 2 CDMs, because when you look at Henderson and Fabinho, all those are central defensive midfielders or holding midfielders, meaning that one of those has to sit down, has to sit to protect the back four, and one has to monitor all the runs of a player who goes by the names of Luka Modric, because that's where the game is going to really move a lot. That's where the game is going to move a lot. When you look at Liverpool, Thiago Alcantara and Luka Modric are really going to be the reasons for either their team to win or to lose. Thiago Alcantara has really been one of the best players to me or Liverpool in the last 15-16 games. He has really done a lot that most of us don't really think, he has taken long to adopt to the system, because Thiago Alcantara's talent is undoubtedly, no one doubts his talent. His talent is way up there. It's really a very good talent for a man who goes by the name of Thiago Alcantara, but trust me, when it comes to showing it on the pitch, he had really taken long to pick up. But in the last 15 games of Liverpool, he has been the main man. And Thiago Alcantara is like a Luka Modric, you get, for which goes by names of Madrid. Those two are really going to be so much pivotal on their team winning or losing. Thiago Alcantara has all what it takes to score a goal, create an assist, or really be responsible for secondary artists. That is Thiago Alcantara for you. And when you look at a man who goes by the names of Luka Modric, he does the same thing. He can score, he can release a center forward with a very nice pass, he can control the game. You get, he can have a secondary assist on him, because most people have been watching this game of football, but they don't give credit to a person who really does the secondary assist. What is a secondary assist? A secondary assist is the one that comes after this assist you see when this person is passing that ball to the man to score it. So after that assist, look out who is responsible for that pass that was seen through to get that player into the scoring side in there for you. That is really good. When you look at Liverpool, they've won the Champions League 6 times and Real Madrid have won it 14 times. When you look at Vinicius Jr. and Trent Alexander-Arnold, I really believe that Vinicius Jr. is really going to have a hard time today, because Henderson, when you look at the lineup, let me bring the lineups back here. You are really going to see that Henderson is so much onto that Vinicius side, Vinicius Junior side. Let me bring the lineup back on the screen, because I really want you guys to see what I'm telling you. Look at where Trent Alexander-Arnold is and Jordan Henderson. Another reason as to why Jordan Henderson has been put or started into this game and Naby Keita has not been brought is that Klopp knows that the most functioning side of Real Madrid is that left side. Vinicius Jr., he is one of the best players. To me, people are really talking of Benzema, but to me, I really believe that Vinicius Jr. has been really a revelation to Real Madrid this season. And if I'm to vote for the best player at Real Madrid, it has been Vinicius Jr. Being, according to what he has been going through and what he has achieved, I really believe that he is the real man who is supposed to be doing that. When you look at Jordan Henderson, he's really going to be responsible for tracking the run of a man who goes by the names of Vinicius Jr. When you look at Vinicius, you see him very well. That's where he's going to play. He's going to be playing that line. So when you look at Liverpool, they use so much Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson to go in. That means Trent, whenever Trent goes, Jordan Henderson needs to be covering that position. He needs to be tracking that place to see to it that it doesn't really be the reason as to why Liverpool are losing. Remember, I told people that the reason as to why Man City got out was that goal that they gave in when Vinicius Jr. beat Fernandinho through the right back or the right side of the pitch, and he really put him down, run into that box, and he really curled that ball into the lower right bottom corner, and it was a goal for side which goes by names of Real Madrid that made the score, I think, 3-2, because Man City were leading by 3-1. So that is the real problem that really came through. But I will believe that Liverpool can contain this Madrid side. And if at all they want to silence them, there are two players to put silent. Luka Modric, you see him there, and another player who goes by the names of Vinicius Jr. Those two other players Liverpool should look at. That's why this man who goes by names of Jurgen Klopp is really targeting them when you look at how he has positioned them. Because when you really let Modric play, you are obviously putting Vinicius Jr. in the field of play and putting him in the game to play. So it's better to come in through and do the needful and really say, I should deny this man freedom to play into this game of football. So your predictions are welcome into the comment section below, and that is the team news reaction, because the team news is out and you've heard it very well. Your predictions are welcome into the comment section below, and I really believe that later we are really going to come through with a match watch along here onto the Rokani Media Football. Thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button. We are really going to be back with a watch along of the Champions League final.